Hello, wonderful person. Aaron speaking, and in this video, we will be talking about scales. Definitely on the test, you will have at least one problem about scaling or modeling something when they will give you the dimensions of either the scaled item or the full model, and then you would have to write the length of a side. What do I mean by that? So let's say they give you a problem where, let's say, Barbara wanted to make a model of her dining room table for her dollhouse. So the dimensions of the dining room table, let's say this was 90 inches long and 30 inches wide. And here, let me write down the units. Now for Barbara's dollhouse table, let's say the width of that was 2 inches long. How long would the length be for her model? And let's just give this X. So the way we're going to do this, is we're going to do cross multiplication by writing up an equation. Basically, whenever we have a model, this width is to this side as this width is to that side. Or in the same vice versa. And basically, if I were to write that as a ratio, that would mean 90 is to 30 as x is to 2. And we could write this in equation form to solve for x. And when I say equation form, ratios could be written as fractions. So the way I'm going to write this as an equation, I'm going to write 90 over 30 is equal to x over 2. And then from here, we could solve for x. Now, the way we could do this is sometimes if the numbers were really ugly, then we could cross multiply. And what that means is multiply this numerator by this denominator and multiply this numerator with this denominator. So if we were to do that, 2 times 90, that gives you 180. That's going to equal to 30 times x, which is essentially 30x. And then from here, we could divide both sides by 30. So if I divide this by 30 and divide this by 30, that gives me x is equal to, and 180 divided by 30 will give you 6. So the length of this side will be 6. So just to repeat what we did, the first thing we did was we drew a picture of what we have. If they don't give you a picture of what you're scaling, it's always good to draw one. Bless me, excuse me. Now after we get the picture, the next thing is to write the ratios, or if you want, you could write it directly as a fraction. But basically, when you're writing the ratios, and this is something that people mess up a lot, the ratios, you need to compare sides of the same figure. So this ratio or this fraction, both of the sides need to be from the exact same figure, and both of these sides need to be from the exact same figure, whether it's the scaled down model or the original dimensions. And what I mean by that, sometimes people try to put this and this value on the same fraction. So let's say I did 30 over 2 is equal to 90 over x. This wouldn't give me the correct answer, which is 60, because this 30 and this 2 are from two different figures. So just make sure you're setting it up correctly, and once you set it up correctly, the rest of it is just solving the equation. Hope you understand scales now. Thanks for watching and have a nice